Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. We've got a really brilliant little produce mystery to unpack for you today. So back in May of 2026, a writer named Ang posted entry number 114 in their Notes on Dieting series. And hidden inside that post was this absolutely fascinating revelation about the surprising and frankly super misunderstood world of the green tomato. We're going to break down exactly what makes it so special and why it kind of challenges literally everything we think we know about picking out our vegetables.
Let me ask you a question right off the bat. Have you ever been fooled by a green tomato in the produce aisle? I mean, picture this. You're walking past the vegetable section, you see a pile of bright green tomatoes, and you probably think to yourself, wow, those have a really long way to go before they're ready for my salad, right? It is incredibly common to mistake a perfectly mature, ready-to-eat green tomato for just a stubborn, unripe regular one. But as we're going to see today, looks can be incredibly deceiving. So, this brings us to the exact moment of discovery that sparked this whole exploration. Aang was just on a routine weekend grocery run, casually browsing the vegetable section, when they wrote that they, quote, stumbled upon a rather unique green tomato. Imagine you're surrounded by the usual sea of red and yellow varieties we're all so used to seeing, and then suddenly this anomaly just catches your eye. Aang actually admitted it never even occurred to them that green tomatoes existed as a distinct separate variety. It's one of those unexpected finds literally hiding right there in plain sight. Now, here is where we completely debunk the biggest misconception we have about these vegetables. We are basically conditioned to believe that green simply means, well, not ready yet. We think they're just ordinary tomatoes waiting for enough sunshine to finally turn red. But here is the absolutely crucial fact Aang learned. These specific varieties stay green even when they are fully mature. That green skin isn't a sign of youth or unripeness. It is actually just their final glorious form. No waiting required. Which, of course, leads us directly to a very practical problem. So how do we actually tell them apart? If you're standing right there in the grocery store and you know you can't rely on your eyes to spot a ripe green tomato from an unripe red one, what is the secret to knowing it's actually ready to eat? This was Aang's exact dilemma. If color is no longer an indicator of ripeness, we have to completely change our whole approach to selecting our produce. Well, the answer, it turns out, isn't visual at all. It's entirely tactile. Aang outlines this beautifully simple, actionable solution that you can use right there in the produce aisle. Step 1, pick it up. Step 2, give it a gentle squeeze. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But hey, when your eyes are tricking you, your hands have got to do the detective work. This simple, gentle squeeze test is the absolute key to unlocking the green tomato's secret. And think about exactly what your hands are feeling for here. Regardless of the variety, an unripe tomato is going to stay rock hard when you squeeze it. It's basically like squeezing a brick wall. There's absolutely zero forgiveness there. But on the flip side, we have the true ripe green tomato. When you give that one a gentle squeeze, it's going to have a bit of give. It will feel just slightly tender under your fingers. That subtle shift in texture, that's your clear-cut sign that it's perfectly mature and totally ready for your kitchen. Once you've successfully identified a mature one using that squeeze test, oh man, the real reward begins. This isn't just some fun party trick. It's a gateway to a genuinely superior culinary experience. While Aang wasn't totally sure of the specific scientific variety they picked up, their research revealed some seriously amazing sensory details. These aren't just going to taste like a milder version of a red tomato. No way. They are known for a complex, citrusy, and deeply tangy flavor. It's a totally different taste profile that brings a really bright, acidic punch to the table. A real game changer. So, the crucial point is how you actually put this unique flavor to work, right? Aang didn't just buy one out of curiosity. They bought a whole box for a thorough culinary evaluation. The plan was to test them out across the board to really understand their potential. You can slice them up fresh, letting that tangy, citrusy profile shine raw in a summer salad, or you can incorporate them into cooked dishes to see how their complex flavors develop and beautifully mellow out with a little heat. It's just a fantastic experiment for expanding your usual recipe repertoire.
So, this brings us to our final thought. Are you brave enough to swap your reliable red tomato for a tangy green one? Next time you're on a grocery run, I highly encourage you to keep an eye out for these hidden culinary gems. Remember the squeeze test. Trust your hands way more than your eyes, and open yourself up to a whole new world of citrusy, complex flavors. Honestly, who knows what other amazing surprises are just sitting right there in the vegetable section, waiting for you to pick them up.